Welcome to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast, your guide to future tech trends and innovation in a language you understand. Now, over to your host, Neil Hughes.
Welcome back to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast. There are so many tech trends at the moment that it's incredibly hard to keep up with them all. And I know I do, and I record a daily tech podcast. But InsurTech is a topic that seems to keep reappearing on my radar, and I don't know why I'm surprised, especially considering the nature of their business. For example, recently I came across a company called Slice Labs, which is a tech company providing on-demand digital service ecosystems for the new economy. And they launched something called Slice Mind, which is an insight engine powered by behavioural science, AI and machine learning. And by combining data with human behaviour, Slice Mind is providing valuable insights about customers and actually helping them drive business decisions about current and future products and service offerings. And it's actually using technology to be able to predict by forecasting risks, events, customers, products, incidents, and actually apply incidents to influence actual results. And also learn with models that actually reproduce outcomes and drive future changes based on historical insights. Absolutely fascinating, this technology. But I wanted to find out more. So buckle up and hold on tight so I can beam your ears all the way to Ottawa in Canada so we can speak with Slice Labs CTO Stuart Baserman. And we're going to dive deeper into the tech behind Slice Mind and how that insight engine works. So a massive warm welcome to the show, Stuart. Can you tell the listeners a little about who you are and what you do?
Sure. I'm Stuart Baserman, Chief Technology Officer and one of the co-founders of Slice Labs. Slice provides a cloud-native insurance cloud service platform for insurers and others to create and operate on-demand insurance services. We're currently working globally and have offices in the US, Canada, and Great Britain. In fact, we recently started to sell on-demand insurance for home sharing hosts in Great Britain.
Wow. Well, I mean, InsurTech is a huge trend at the moment. It's doing incredibly well. But before we talk about Slice Mind, what really attracted me to you guys is that you've always been interested in how you apply technology to improve our lives. So can you tell me a little bit more about your story and why that is so important to you?
Sure. My background is in engineering, and as an engineer, I love to use and create technology to solve real problems. And I don't think I'm any different from any of us. I get a great sense of accomplishment and satisfaction when something I've created or helped to create makes a positive impact or it gets used by many people. I've been working in InsurTech for many years, so some people might see improving our lives through insurance as a bit of a stretch. I guess I see it a bit differently. I see risk-taking as essential to progress, and I see insurance as enablers, insurance and Slice as enablers of this progress. So we already have some examples of Slice of how we've helped positively impact people's lives through insurance.
I think it's so important to learn more about you and your story, especially when we're talking about tech that carries a stigma in certain circles. So Slice Mind is a new insight engine leveraging data from AI, machine learning and behavioural science to provide actionable insights for better decision making. But can you tell me a little bit more about how Slice Mind allows companies to discover new customer groups and help them further personalise customer engagement, risk assessment and forecasting, all through combining data from multiple sources?
So Slice Mind is a new business unit of Slice Labs, and it emerged out of our work that we've been doing on our platform over the past few years. We've worked with our partners to reimagine and create new all-digital, on-demand versions of existing insurance products, and we've created completely new on-demand insurance products. All of these products share some common attributes, namely engaging customer experiences, and they're all very efficient to operate. But underpinning all of these new experiences are a combination of data, AI, machine learning, and behavior science. So Slice Mind's capabilities which include prediction, simulation, scoring, and nudging, can be used independently to perform standalone analysis to derive insights and deepen understanding of things like customer portfolios, loss ratios, and pricing. And we can combine these capabilities in a complementary way that allows us and our partners to do things like influence and personalize customer experiences and drive continuous digital underwriting and run experiments.
So, I mean, when I introduced you, I talked about insure tech there. So, how do you think SliceMind is going to impact the industry at large?
I think SliceMind contributes to the transition to a more efficient and transparent system of insurance. We help to move the ball forward for the industry with an ability to use data. And this is data from all sorts of different sources, like, for example, IoT. We also have an ability to use behavior to enable the design and operation of new insurance products. And these new insurance products really elevate the customer experience to sort of parallel the experiences that people have come to expect from other digital experiences that they experience in their lives when they use other non-insurance services. So, but as we move beyond great customer experience and a traditional view of insurance, I think SliceMind will be an enabler of protection services that really protect people, and by that, people and businesses really protect them. In that these services help them to avoid losses.
And for all our international listeners that are tuning in and hearing about Slice Labs and SliceMind for the very first time, do you have any use cases to share that could possibly highlight how SliceMind is combining AI, machine learning and behavioural psychology and putting it all into that engine and transforming data insights into actions in order to deliver real business value and an advantage for companies that are actually looking to future-proof themselves? Is there anything that you can share that would help bring all that to life?
I can try. Our partners face many challenges, and I believe SliceMind can help to address many of them. For today, a challenge that I hear often is that insurers are trying to become digital or perhaps more digital so that they could be more efficient and provide better service to their customers. Our platform can obviously help them to do this. And so a few use cases come to mind, SliceMind use cases come to mind. One is an ability to predict claims, so a claims prediction capability to identify where and when losses might occur, so that we can then provide mitigation protection strategies or just loss prevention strategies. Another use case is fraud prevention in the claims reporting and processing processes, where we use a combination of behavior science, machine learning to drive honesty. And then another use case is a preferred customer program that applies nudging to drive behavior, aiming to ultimately improve risk profiles of selected customers.
So I'm going to be brave here and ask a man with an engineering background. I'm going to dare to look under the hood and ask, how does the Insight engine actually work?
Right. So it depends somewhat on the scenario, but I'll try to give you an idea. We start off with data and signals, and this data could be internal data, external data, or discovered. And then we find connections and analyze patterns using machine learning. We build predictive models. In some cases, we may also incorporate simulations. And then we use the predictions to drive nudges that are likely to change behavior through various customer interactions.
So as someone that's working right in the heart of the tech industry, I must ask you, why is it, do you think, that many things are far, far simpler than they used to be, or at least that's how I remember it, and yet we feel busier than ever and we're all strapped for time? What's the answer there? Is there anything you can help me with?
I think there's several factors at play, and I have lots of different thoughts on this particular topic. But I think there's no doubt that simplification has freed us, or at least sped up the mundane and the repetitive work. This likely results in more time and the ability to take on more complex, unique, and challenging problems. And the simpler tasks are generally performed alone, whereas complex problems end up requiring teams, collaborating, experimenting, testing, and learning. And now that we have the time and the tools to undertake these complex problems, we see opportunity to solve so much more. And then as a result, I suppose we end up being busier than ever.
Yeah, and I heard a great theory the other day that completely blew my mind. And it suggested that when you're doing the same routine day in, day out, your brain doesn't have to map any new avenues at all or create anything. So the day goes much quicker. And it's only when you go out and do things differently or you're learning things differently, that is when time slows down. So there's a lesson for us all right there. So as a technologist that's interested in creating new experiences and responding to the underlying security implications, building mobile and web applications, and using and contributing to open source software, developing new algorithms, using data and machine learning, I've got to ask you, what excites you about the future?
Well, I'm interested in all of those as well. And I continue to be excited about the power of technology to bring people together. This has an enormous impact on making all our lives better. Of course, I'm really excited about the future of Slice. What we're doing with insurance cloud services, data, machine learning, and behavioral science is really exciting to me. The other thing that's really exciting is the massive amount of data that's available, and the growth is truly amazing. So we designed our platform to be a part of this new world of data. And the platform really can incorporate data from all sorts of different sources, and interesting connections can be discovered. And these connections and this discovery can be used in any part of the process supported by the platform: continuous underwriting, pricing, claims. And I think this gives us the ability to really reimagine existing insurance and quickly create fundamentally new on-demand insurance product. I see lots of opportunity.
And it really does feel that the insurtech is an exciting space at the moment. It's continuously evolving, and I'm seeing more and more headlines about it. So as for Slice Labs, is there anything else that you can share with us today about the role that you're going to play in this insurtech space, and also anything that you've got planned on the horizon?
Well, I think we're far from done. We launched our insurance cloud service platform just over a year ago, and recently kicked off Slice Mind. I think we're doing great things, but it's really the beginning. We're at the beginning of our roadmap. We want to keep being a catalyst to shape the insurance industry. We're far from done. We launched our insurance cloud services just over a year ago, and recently launched Slice Mind. We're doing great things, but it's the beginning, and we want to keep being a catalyst to shape the industry. So we want to continue leading by providing insurance services that allow customers to seamlessly have appropriate protection for whatever they might be doing.
And for anybody listening that wants to follow your roadmap or keep up to date with the news and everything that you're doing there, what's the best way of finding you online, staying up to date with those news, and then also maybe contacting a member of your team if they have any questions?
Sure. So you could read about us online. Our website is at slice.is. That's slice.is. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram as Slice Labs. And if anybody wants to reach me or a member of my team, they could email us at info@slice.is.
Well, I love what you're doing here, especially how you're using technology to enable insurers, tech companies, and other service providers to actually go out there and build truly intelligent and intuitive pay-as-you-go digital insurance products. The insure space, like I said, the insure tech space is exploding right now. It's great to see you guys right at the heart of it all. But a big thank you for coming on and sharing your story with me today. Thanks, Stuart.
Thanks, Neil. A real pleasure. Thanks so much for having me.
Today's interview highlights the importance of effective use of data. And data is now more readily available than ever before, but it can be used to drive a personalised relationship with customers. However, coordinating data across multiple channels, combining internal and external data to deliver those personalised transactions and continually engaging with the customer in meaningful ways, well, that is not as easy as it sounds, and it requires digital capabilities. And SliceMind is essentially providing companies with actionable recommendations that will help them protect and grow their business, all through simulations, predictions, experiments, nudging, and of course personalisation. And as a result, SliceMind products predicting insurance risk and making recommendation, all hot topics at the moment, but I'd love to hear what you thought of today's conversation, and indeed the entire insurtech landscape. And as always, you can email me directly at techblogwriter@outlook.com. You can tweet me at Neil C. Hughes, Instagram at Neil C. Hughes, and LinkedIn. Guess what? You got it. Neil C. Hughes is where you'll find me too. I reply to every message that's not a sales pitch, so please keep those messages coming in. But it's time for me to pack my bags now and head off to Vegas to cover the Magento live event, but I will return very soon. But have no fear, while I'm 30,000 feet in the air, I'll make sure you've got a podcast to listen to. So thanks for listening, and until next time, don't be a stranger.
Thanks for listening to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast. Until next time, remember, technology is best when it brings people together.